Um, okay, this is, good morning, my name's Adrian, I'm a press person, so stroke journalist from the Weardale Gazette, and today I'm at Blakley Farm in Staindrop to interview Heather, who is a dairy farmer. It's a dairy farmer that is local, obviously, to Weardale, and we want to talk a little bit about what they do here. I think it's really great stuff. One of the things that they do exceptionally well is they actually sell unpasteurised milk to the public direct from our little ladies, as you can see behind us. So,
yeah, they're all munching away at the minute.
you're munching away.
Probably come and be nosy in a little bit.
Excellent, that's what we need. So they don't say much, but they seem to produce a lot.
Yeah, they do. They do very well.
So, how did you end up in Staindrop?
So we've been farming all my life. I grew up on a dairy farm in the Midlands. We're about fifth generation dairy farmers if you go back further down the line.
Okay.
We gave up in 2008 on a council farm that we had there. And from there we'd moved to work different places all over the shop. And then in 2018, virtually 10 years to the day we gave up, we got offered this tenancy, so we came here. I moved from a job in the Lake District, my parents moved up from the Midlands, and yeah, we started up again here with 12 cows, and we've now grown to 90 odd cows. So.
90 odd cows?
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, what's your typical day?
Typical day, I get up at 5:30, 6:15, we're out by 6, first milking. I do all the milkings, my dad and my mum feed the young stock and the cows and do all the outside jobs. And then the middle of the day is just whatever needs doing, so whether it's things with the cows, we've got sheep as well, so we'll let them do something there. Just a bit of everything, fixing things, whatever needs doing. There's always something to do.
Okay.
And then back in at 5 to start milking again, and we're doing about 8 o'clock at night.
So long days?
Long days, but it's fun and it's worth it, and we enjoy spending time with us.
And do you breed your own cows, or do you buy them in?
We brought some in over the years, we're trying to grow, but we are now 100% closed herd. We breed all our own young stock, so everything that will come into the herd for the last 12 months and going forward will be our own bred calves. And then we have some beef calves around as well, which we sell at 8 weeks to somebody that rears them on for fattening.
Right. Okay. So, do you think there's it's better for you to actually breed your own cows? Is that?
For us, we've got the space to do it, so that helps, and also we can pick the best genetics in our herd and improve on them, making better cows that live longer and produce the milk that we want them to produce, sort of thing. And it's not disease risk coming in because we don't buy anything in. So, like you've got TB and everything else, it stops any of that coming in as best we can. So it's it's all closed, high welfare, high health status herd. So
brilliant.
It makes a lot of difference for us, knowing we've not got anything on the farm that could cause any sort of issue in terms of their health or anything else.
And what do you think the challenges are?
Challenges, costs of everything. Feed costs are astronomically high, and yeah, there's a lot of red tape from the government and everything else. But we keep going, we keep doing it, and eventually, hopefully the cost of production will be at a level where we can make a profit and we can put money back into this lot.
Right, okay. Well, someone's come to say hello.
It's not actually. Always has been out here.
Right. And so how's things affecting you? We've gone through a big, allegedly, cost of living crisis. I won't go into much of that, but obviously you've mentioned about costs.
Yeah.
So is the selling of milk to the public is that a financial sort of avenue, or is it something that you're looking to evolve and or is it just something that you've decided to do because
It's
a
a bit of
service?
it's a way we can diversify because we're very limited on what we can do here because we can't. A lot of people go down like holiday lets and things like that on the farms, but we can't do that because of our tenancy.
Right.
And so it's one way we can diversify to allow us to have a bit more income into the farm. But at the same time, it's not taking too much time away from us looking after this lot and doing the job that we're here to do.
Right.
I mean, there's been obviously a big impact at the minute with the new budget, with the inheritance tax and things like that. We're lucky, we're tenant farm, yes, but our landlord is in a position where he won't be affected if anything was to happen.
Right.
So we are very lucky in that sense, where a lot of people aren't.
Right.
Yeah, so I feel for a lot of farmers at the minute with everything going on. And again, in Croya, it's the tax,
The
isn't it?
national
For the
insurance.
national insurance.
So is that?
There's a lot. We're not affected.
So,
We don't employ
don't
anybody,
employ
so we're not affected that way. But I've got friends that it is putting a massive strain on their business, and they're going to have to lay workers off because the farm can't afford that.
okay.
But it is a big thing at the minute, and there's a lot to consider. I mean, people see cows, they see buildings, they see land and big houses, and they go, "Oh, you well off, you're very rich."
Yeah.
We're not. Farmers are paycheck to paycheck. We always have done, we always will do, and it's not the way it should be, but that's how it is.
So is it something you'll carry on
Hope so.
as the next generation?
I really hope so.
Or would you like a place of your own, or are you happy to stay with a tenant farm?
If I ever got the money to buy somewhere on my own,
Okay.
yeah, but I think, for me, it's tenancies is the only way I can farm. I don't have millions of pounds to go and put into a farm, and the banks won't lend you the millions of pounds to buy a farm. So, yeah, tenancies are the bread and butter. It's what gets people into farming and what allows them to do it. Yeah, if it wasn't for a tenancy, I'd still be working for somebody else. And I'd get paid, but I'd still be working for somebody else.
So you'd rather live paid to paycheck
Yeah.
and have it, and be involved in it than
Yeah.
than.
But this is mine. Like, this is my life and is what I do. Yeah, I don't get a paycheck at the end of each month, but everything I do here goes towards making a better future for myself and maybe one day my nieces and nephews. Because if they want to take it on, then they've got that opportunity. I'm not saying they've got to, because that pressure was never put on me and my brothers when we were growing up. But there's that old saying that farming's in the blood, and it does stand true. I've tried other jobs, and I've always come back. So
It's for you.
it is for me.
So long days,
Long days,
no money,
no money, out in
Right.
all weathers.
yeah, very
But
cold,
I wouldn't change it.
doesn't smell great, but
You get used to the smell after a while.
you absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So, the other part of it, let me talk a little bit, if you can, tell me a little bit about unpasteurised milk. Why would you recommend unpasteurised milk?
Unpasteurised milk. So your milk has all these different vitamins, minerals, everything that you need to have strong bones and a healthy gut and all the rest of it. You pasteurise it, and they say it gets rid of the bad bacteria in it. But heat treating something doesn't just target one sort of thing. It'll then target the minerals and the vitamins. It denaturises them, it changes them in certain ways. It doesn't get rid of them, they're still there, but it's less productive for your body to take up. Where raw milk, unpasteurised milk, is completely whole. There's nothing done to it. It's filtered, it's cooled, it's as it should be. And you can get everything that's there, you can take up.
Right. So, definitely better for you.
Better for you.
Definitely better for you,
Yeah.
obviously. I would guess there'll be people who won't agree with that because they don't want you to buy it.
Well, no, but
but we've got to go. I sort of agree with that. I think one of the reasons that sort of I'm here today is that sort of I found you through you had a farm open day a little while ago, which was, another fantastic opportunity for people to
yeah,
consider real work.
hopefully we're doing it again this year. So.
Brilliant. Let us know. We'll sort of make sure that's sort of out there. And then find out. So one of the things that I find with the unpasteurised milk is it has, I remember as a kid, it has a cream on it.
Yeah.
So it's is that, was it homogenised?
Yeah, homogenised.
Right,
So everything
okay.
you buy in the shop is pasteurised and homogenised.
Right.
So the cream, the fat,
Yeah.
is taken out and put back into a certain percentage.
Right.
So that's your homogenisation.
Okay.
We don't. We don't do anything to it. It literally runs through a filter when we've milked. It
Yeah.
goes into a tank. It cools down.
Yeah.
That is it. So you'll get that cream on the top because it's there. And
That's it.
we can tell you what our fats are. Our fats are 4.2%.
Right.
That's the fat that's in our milk.
Yeah.
And it's good fat. It's not bad fat. It's not unnatural. It's, you need a bit of fat in life.
Definitely.
But it's what it is, and it doesn't vary much. But you buy it in a shop, and your semi-skimmed will be 2.4%. But the crazy thing is, we get paid for fats.
Right. Okay.
So the higher our fats, the more we get paid.
Paid. Oh, right. Okay. So lets me understand as a layman the logic of this.
Yeah.
You get paid more money to have higher fat,
Yeah.
and then they reduce the fat.
Yeah, it's because the fat helps with like cheese production
Right.
and yogurts and things like that.
Ah, right. Okay.
So if you've got higher fats, they've got more uses for it,
Okay.
rather than just putting it straight into the supermarket as bottled milk.
Right. Okay. And the cost of your milk?
Cost of our milk,
Yes.
it's around 42 pence per litre to produce.
No. What's it? Sorry, I just want to. And the cost when you sell it direct to the public is
Oh, £1.20 a litre.
£1.20. You see, I'm a little bit confused, right? Because, you know, like most people, I'm a little bit health conscious. And one of the things that I bought into was the organic scenario,
Yeah.
right? We won't go into that too much. But, you know, part of the organic scenario, so I go and buy my organic milk, right, it's no longer homogenised, it's probably pasteurised if I remember right, is that
Yeah.
right, from the shop, right? So I've got less fat, I've got less health benefits because it's got all of its, it's been technically heat treated,
Yeah.
is that right? Yeah, right. And I'm paying £1.80 a litre. But you're selling it for £1.20.
Yeah.
So basically you can have a litre of milk from this lady here, directly more or less into a canister
Yep.
for £1.20 at this farm.
Yeah. And we're not that much different from an organic farm. In all honesty, you know, cows are fed grass, they're fed food that gives them a balanced diet, but it's all from UK grown sources. The only difference is an organic farm isn't allowed to use fertilisers.
Right.
So that's it. But if we use a fertiliser, the cows then don't graze that grass for 6 weeks, so then the fertiliser is absorbed by the grass. So there's very little trace in the cow of a fertiliser. We use antibiotics on cows that need it.
Yep.
If they're poorly, of course we're going to treat them.
Yes.
An organic farm can also use antibiotics. They just have to have double the withdrawal period.
Right.
So, like, if we use, say, a drug that treats mastitis, we have 5 days after they finish treatment that the milk can't go back into the tank.
Okay.
Where an organic farm could use the same drug, but they'd have to wait 10 days. But after 5 days, there's no trace. So it's not going to affect the milk. There's no antibiotics in our milk because it doesn't even touch the same system.
So I guess what you're saying is, you know, you only use things when it's in the welfare of the animal.
Yeah.
It's not something.
Oh, we
and
don't
that-
just throw drugs at cows because we want to.
Right. So that may happen in different mass producers.
Not in the UK, it
No,
won't.
okay.
Other countries
Right.
can use different things.
Right, okay.
So, like the USA, they can use growth hormones in their beef cow. We can't do that here. In the UK, they're very strict on drug use and everything like that. So, no, you won't go to a farm in the UK that's just throws drugs at cows willingly.
Right, okay. Oh, well, that's good. That's, you know, I guess that's something that's really interesting there. And another thing I noticed as I was driving in, you're now selling lamb.
Yeah, so we do, when it's in season,
Yep.
we will do
Seasonal lamb. Seasonal lamb, people.
seasonal lamb, yeah. Don't grow all year round.
Right,
unfortunately.
okay.
Yeah, we do full and half lamb, and we have red breed soy sheep as well.
Right, which
Um,
is
It's a smaller breed sheep. They are leaner, so they've got less fat on them,
right.
and we sell them as joints. And we do pretty much have them in the freezer all year round because of their growth is slower.
Okay.
So it varies when they are ready to go, sort of thing.
And there's the standard free range eggs, correct?
Standard free range, pretty much.
Excellent.
We are what people call a traditional farm.
Excellent.
We have a bit of everything.
Yeah, and that's great. And I think, you know, this is just the type of stuff, you know, supermarkets, great, yeah, but it's just not the same, isn't it? It's just not the same. Okay, so if you want to buy anything that's nutritious, healthy, not pasteurised, not treated, come here, Blakley Farm. You are
the least amount of food miles you can get as well, because it's whatever footsteps I take to the door.
Oh, excellent! And you are saving the planet. What is it not to like? And so yeah, so whereabouts are you located?
We are on Moor Road, out Staindrop.
Moor Road, out of Staindrop. Get yourself along. Ring the bell, is that correct?
Ring the bell, yeah.
Pop up, ring the bell, and you're open from and to?
We are open from about 10 AM in the morning to 7 PM at night.
No excuse not to get here after work neither.
No.
Lovely. Thank you very much.
Very nice.
So
Yeah.